Skittles is Cool here, and welcome to a new series where I will be doing more top 10 lists. I had a lot of fun doing the last top 10 list I made a few months back, and I thought I should make a few more. And since I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently, what would be more appropriate than doing a top 10 Generation 6 Pokemon list? No, I actually don't know. What would be better? Does anyone know? Anyone? Now, I am aware that Generation 6 brought in the least amount of new Pokemon with only 69 compared to Generation 5's 156. But then again, in my opinion, most of the Generation 5 designs weren't exactly brilliant. I mean, you have Pokemon based off an ice cream cone in a rubbish bag. So some innovation for the rest of us, Da Vinci! And Generation 6's designs, for the most part, are rather solid. So it's kind of like a quality over quantity situation. But enough rambling for me, let's get on with my top 10 favourite Generation 6 Pokemon.
Starting the list off at number 10, seeming appropriate since this was the Pokemon I started with, Chespin and its evolution line. Now before all of you start shouting at me in the comments, let me just say that I do like the other starters. Fennekin and Braixen are like the cutest starters ever, and Greninja looks pretty damn awesome, especially its shiny form. But still, I gotta give props to the Pokemon I started with. And while I admit Quilladin does look a little silly, I mean for fuck's sake, he looks like Crash Bandicoot wearing too many hoodies. But Chestnut looks absolutely fucking awesome. And yes, he does have a 4x weakness to flying, which admittedly does suck, but Spiky Shield, however, is certainly very handy. It's like Protect, only not useless. Coming in at number 9 is Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. These two little ghost pumpkins look so damn adorable, especially Gourgeist with its hairy hair arms. Also, their unique size differences depending on how you manage to find them is also a nice little unique touch. It's almost like searching for a real pumpkin. Also, am I the only one that thinks that Gourgeist kinda looks like Marzipan from Homestar Runner? I am? Oh. Well, go bug yourself then. Coming in at number 8 is Heliolisk. Not only is Heliolisk based off the frilled-necked lizard, an animal which I kinda happen to like, but it's also based off another really cool real-life animal called the Jesus Lizard. No, not that kind of Jesus Lizard, you silly sausage! This Jesus Lizard. The Jesus Lizard, or more commonly known as a basilisk, is a lizard that can run on its hind legs so fast it can temporarily run on water. And that's why I like Heliolisk, because it's the Pokemon equivalent of Jesus. Coming in at number 7 is Clawitzer. I think that's how you say it at least. Much like Heliolisk, Clawitzer is also another Pokemon that happens to be based off another really cool real-life animal called the Pistol Shrimp. The Pistol Shrimp is a kind of shrimp that can close its massive claws so fast it can shoot out jets of water at almost 100 kilometers an hour and can also be used to kill whales. Holy shit! But enough about real life facts and trivia about real animals. This is Pokemon we're talking about. This isn't fucking National Geographic. Coming in at number 6 is Trevenant. Trevenant is one of those Pokemon that's really hard to describe why I like it. I just kinda do. I mean, just take a look at its Pokédex entry. Using its roots as its nervous system, it controls the trees in the forest. It will trap people who harm the forest so they can never leave. That's pretty damn spooky, isn't it? Coming in at number 5 is Pyroar. Pyroar is just one of those Pokemon that just looks really damn cool. And it's also based off real life lines with their unique gender differences and their real life gender ratio, with females being more common than the male. I also happened to use a Pyroar during my main Pokémon X storyline, and it was pretty damn useful for whenever I was going up against a ghost type due to its normal typing. Not much else to say about Pyroar apart from it's just really damn cool. Coming in at number 4 is Tyrantrum. When it comes to prehistoric fossil Pokemon, the first thing you'd expect is a T-Rex, right? Well, for the past 5 generations, what did we get? A snail, a trilobite, an underwater plant, a shield for a face, a turtle, and this thing. I'm actually genuinely surprised it took Game Freak this long to come up with a T-Rex Pokemon. Because, you know, T-Rexes are like the king of the dinosaur world. But still, Tyrantrum is really damn cool and I really happen to like it. I mean, it's a T-Rex Pokemon. What can go wrong? Coming in at number 3 is Esper and Meowstic. These two Pokemon are like the cutest things ever. When it comes to Esper, a lot of people seem to envision it as the
Pokemon equivalent of Satan.
but I seem to be the only one that thinks that Esper is like so damn cute. It just looks so fluffy and cute and I want to hug one and it's just so adorable. And the cool thing about Meowstic is its unique gender differences. Kinda like Pyroar, but unlike Pyroar, these gender differences actually have an effect on gameplay. The female Meowstic plays an offensive role, while the male Meowstic plays more of a support role. It's nice to see the female Pokemon being stronger than the male for once. Most other female exclusive Pokemon play more of a defensive role, while the other exclusive male types play more of an offensive role. So it's nice to see a change of pace for once. Coming in at number 2 is Hawlucha. 2 words. Luchador bird. That is all. And coming in at number 1 is Goodra. When I first saw Goodra in-game, I didn't really think much of it. I just thought it was Generation 6's obligatory pseudo-legendary dragon Pokemon. Yeah, nothing too special. But all of that changed when I read its Pokédex entry. This very friendly dragon-type Pokemon will hug its beloved trainer, leaving them covered in sticky slime. I'm sorry, but is that just not the cutest thing of all time? And this, combined with its absurdly high special defense, makes Goodra an absolute tank. A tank that loves to hug you and cover you in slime.
So there you go, folks. My top 10 list of my favourite Generation 6 Pokemon. I know there was a lot of tough choices to choose from. A lot of them were very nice. But I feel like those 10 were just some of my personal favourites. Also, feel free to leave in the comments your personal favourite Generation 6 Pokemon, because I know a lot of people do like some other ones, so feel free to comment it out. And if you want, and I also, just to let you all know, I do have plenty of other top 10 lists planned, like even some that are Pokemon related, so don't be afraid, I will make more of these Pokemon top 10 lists. So yeah, my name's Skittles is cool, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, air catch, nice.